let's return to the single, Wish Upon a Dog
Wish Upon a Dog Stone.
How did you collaborate with Peter then, especially on this track?
So the track was already begun, minus guitars, real drums, choruses, voice, lyrics. I added very little other synth parts to it. It was basically hybrid synth parts. And hybrid took Peter Hook's line. I suppose, I don't know exactly what they did with it, but Peter played with hybrid. And then Peter DiStefano brought it to me. So I wasn't there. I did not witness Peter Hook's playing. And I had been holding on to these tracks for a good 3 years until one day I just felt compelled to have to correspond with Peter Hook and let him know, hi, this is Perry here, and I've been working with your tracks for 3 years, and I love them very much. I want to let you know I'm a huge fan, no, you're my hero, how about that? And so we began now to correspond with each other, and I look forward to actually meeting him soon.
Has he heard the track already?
Yes.
And what did he say?
He approves wholeheartedly. I was given his permission.
So it was the...
Even though, you know, the honest truth is, now I'm going to be very humble when I say this. We didn't necessarily need his permission because he gave hybrid permission and signed off on it, so those tracks were hybrids. But because of who he is and how much respect I have for him, I wouldn't put the track out without getting his consent and you know, his approval. So that was it was a moment when I had to find out whether he actually did like the tracks or not, and he liked them a lot.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, you had the track already and then you incorporated bass lines that he did with hybrid?
No.
Okay.
The bass line was there. Hybrid's drum tracks were there.
Yeah?
And the synthy sounds were there. Then I took that track and I recomposed it, rearranged it, added guitar, added the voice and lyrics.
Now I know, okay. But I was wondering, did Tony Blair, did he know your music with Bonafide Pirates or Jane's Addiction?
You know, I am not positive. Our meeting was somewhat brief, and there were the world's foremost experts on climate control and global warming, as well as the world's largest hedge fund, philanthropists and businessmen, all in the room trying to get a moment with him. I was able to spend a few minutes, and I was able to speak, get on the soapbox, literally after he stood down from the soapbox. He did have a nice smile on his face while I spoke, and I think it's in part because I don't think he expected me to speak as definitively and eloquently on the subject of global warming as I did. And maybe, just maybe, he appreciates musicians and music, because I know that what I did was I presented the song Woman in the Window to him, and he had to have been a Doors fan. I feel that once he left the room, he probably headed straight to a CD player and put that track on. That's what I feel. I feel that when he walked off, he was heading right to play the music.